2011, and the progress that we are making is the development of new national strategy, but details you will hear later from the director of the government office. The second important thing were elections, which were held both for the parliament and on the local level. As you might know, Croatia has a structure of minority councils from the state to the local level, and we are expecting we had 10% increase in the number of elected councils, hoping that this means also increased interest in Roma participation in decision making. However, you will note in the report that we are very unhappy with the participation of women with the gender balance in this respect. When it comes to education, this is probably the area where we have the best data when it comes to the quality of data, and when it comes to the numbers, to the progress that we can track. You will see in the report we have provided comparison with the previous years that the figures are still increasing in preschool, in primary school, in secondary school. We have problems obviously with post-secondary education. One thing that I have forgot to mention in the beginning is that in general financing has remained stable for minorities needs, including the Roma. One of the problems of course with that, and we have put that in our report too, that many data in that respect is missing, particularly from the local level. Also, we are seeing now the effects of the change in the law, according to which the primary schools are obliged to provide special assistance in Croatian language to all students, pupils who are in need. Obviously, this mainstream measure refers to Roma pupils as well, and we have provided figures on number of Roma pupils included in that program as well. Another area where we could perhaps see more progress is the number of Roma teaching assistants employed, which remains basically the same for a couple of years now. When it comes to employment, probably the most important thing is that we are now registering the first local level projects funded by EU, which are making a difference in the environments in which they are applied. We have altogether some 60 Roma affected by these programs, beneficiaries, sorry, of these programs. You will also note in our report that in the area of employment and in the welfare, the responsible institutions are trying to keep the record, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Because in collecting ethnically disaggregated information in order to improve the policies. Currently, the number of beneficiaries who were in one way or another helped in their employment is around 500. Also, we are now starting to track the number of Roma employed in public administration, both on the state and the local level, and these figures are also below those desired. And as you might know, there's an action plan of the government to employ minorities in the public administration. In the area of housing, we have continued with interventions through EU funds, and when it comes to 2011, efforts have also continued in order to legalize some Roma settlements. But anything else would be anticipation, I guess, of 2012 report. And the health is probably the area where we have the poorest data, and because in general in health system ethnic data are not collected. So only through special campaigns conducted by the Ministry of Health we were able to gather some data according to which the vaccination level is approximately close to the general level of vaccination, particularly of children. Thank you.